Hi guys, welcome to this pick a card. This is a new moon pick a card for the new moon in Capricorn for January the 11th, 2024. And we have pile 1 with the angel aura quartz, pile 2 with the red coral, and pile 3 with the unakite crystal. So take a moment and use your intuitive voice to sort of see which pile is calling you the most. That would be your reading. If you feel pulled to more than one, which you might, that is okay. You can watch more than one reading. You may get different pieces of information from the different readings that may be helpful to you on your journey. So I will give you a minute to focus in on these, and then we will go ahead and start in with each of the piles for their readings. I will have the timestamps linked in the description box below if you want to skip ahead to one of the other piles, and I will do them in order: pile 1, pile 2, and then pile 3. So take a moment and just focus in on which one is calling to you. All right, we are going to start with pile 1. So I will pull off pile 2 and pile 3. Okay, pile 1, let's get started with your reading. Okay, so this first card is your moon card for the new moon. And we have full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. And then we have home and blessings, forgiveness, protection, the hawk, just make sure that you can see all of these. All right. Then we have 2 angel cards to go with this reading. Take a charge in action and yes. Okay, so if you needed some affirmation, that might be it. So let's just see here. Sorry, I just want to move these a little bit around so you can see better. All right. So let's see, what is the message with these cards? So pile 1. So the first thing that I'm getting with this is that it's like, I feel like you're kind of waking up from a situation, coming to a place with something where you've had a shift or a change in the home environment, okay, which I feel is why the home card is coming up. And with forgiveness, I'm actually hearing healing is the word coming through. So there's a feeling of that there's something with regard to family or the home environment that you have recently had to come to a space of forgiveness or letting go or healing. So I feel that there's been a healing that has happened in the home environment, and this is helping you to move forward. It's helping you to move into a space where some new blessings can come in. So for some of you, I'm getting that this could even look like new family members coming into the family. So if that applies to you, great. For some of you, I know obviously that will not apply, but for others, you might even be getting some new family members coming in. This also could be new energy coming into the family. So that could be that the family sort of having a fresh start or embarking on sort of a new journey together here. It also can be that there are new family members coming in through marriage as well. So there could be some new folks, soul family, joining the family through some new way. So adoption or marriage or even just a fresh start for your home and for your family life. With protection here, it's coming out like right under the home card, and I really feel like there's a sense of you feeling protective of your home and protective of your family. And I feel like this plays a role in why you had to have this healing or this releasing that has recently occurred. So it's like needing to protect the family and needing to ensure that the home is a safe space for your family has allowed you to make some changes or make some shifts that are going to move everyone into a better space or move things forward for the whole family unit into a better cycle. And this also could be, if we talk about like ancestral, this could be ancestral as well. So it could be that you are healing something in the family line or the lineage that is actually going to protect the lineage moving forward and allow some really bright new energy to come in. I'm really focused on this beautiful energy that she's holding in her hands, and she's looking forward. So you can see she's looking past the things that have happened and looking towards the future. Okay, and new moons are about new beginnings. So it's like you've done this, you've done some healing, you've done some letting go, and now you're ready to move into this next chapter. It's interesting, we have take inspired action up here on the moon card, and then I also have take charge in action down here on your angel card. And I'm being drawn to, it's like, know that the direction you're moving in with things is the right direction. So this is a positive change. And with the hawk here, I actually feel like there may be some changes coming in that are going to help validate for you that yes, you are moving in the right direction. And I'm also getting a very strong sense of freedom here with both of these cards. The angel here has his wings spread wide open, and so does this hawk, and it's like freedom, and it's like feeling light and feeling like it's time to jump forward into the future. It's time to move into a better place, a lighter place. Look how light and fluffy the clouds on this card are. They're really standing out to me. Spirit's really drawing my eye to that detail. And I also get, for some of you, you may actually get some messages from Spirit to confirm that you are moving into a better place, that these changes that you have made in your home or with regards to your family or your ancestral lineage are a move in the right direction. They're a move that is going to ultimately benefit the whole family unit moving forward. Now, for some of you, it could be that you had to cut something out or had to make a sacrifice, had to maybe let something go. And if that is the case, that's never easy. So you may be being asked to forgive yourself for needing to make that adjustment or needing to make that change. And I do feel, again, with protection, you did it. If that was you, you did this to protect the home. This is a decision that would have been made to ensure peace in the home and to ensure the safety and the energy of the home is being upheld and being held in a positive place, in a positive regard. So these are your messages, pile one. Keep an eye out because you may get some additional validation in the days to come, letting you know that this new energy is here and that your family is safe and your family and your home are going to be blessed and moving into a better place, which is coming in with this new moon. So blessings to you all. I will be back with pile two in a moment. Welcome, pile two. So this is your message. If you selected pile two, we will move the coral off of here. So the first card here is a moon card, and this will be sort of an overarching card for the reading. This is last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. So put that here and then see what else we have here. Life purpose is coming out. Forgiveness is coming out. That's interesting. Pile one had a message pertaining to forgiveness as well. The bee, luck, industriousness, and victory. The queen, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. Disruption. And then we have two angel cards here. Opportunity and change, and courage and bravery. So immediately I get a strong water element with this reading, which means that there's a lot of emotional energy right now for you, okay? So this new moon may be bringing in an opportunity for you to clear out actually some emotional energy or it may be almost like an emotional reset for you after a time that has been a little dramatic or maybe a little intense. So you may be sort of having gone through almost like a dark night of the soul here, of having to really dig in deep and really explore your feelings or your emotions about something, maybe a situation in your life. And you're sort of now with this new moon coming into a victory, coming into a better space with that issue where you're sort of ready to let it go with the forgiveness. You know, forgiveness for me is very much about releasing and letting things go. It's healing. It's moving forward, moving on from what has been a period of difficulty or disruption. For a lot of you, you may have been doing some soul searching. So this is also, like, for me, a soul searching card where you may have been really pulled in deep into your emotions to help you discover what you need to release in order to move forward. Now, with the life purpose card here, this tells me that this change that's been going on for you, this sort of emotional disruption or this emotional process that you've been moving through, is going to help inform you a little bit about where you need to be focusing in your life. So you may have gotten recently some clarity coming in that is showing you what is needed for success. So showing you what you need to do in order to move things forward into a better place, into a place of healing. So again, I get this sense of, it's like you're coming out of the difficulty now. I don't feel like you're going into it. I actually feel like you're coming out of that. And with the new moon, you're moving towards this space of forgiveness. I'm also hearing surrender with this. So for some of you, this may be more of surrender, not just forgiveness, but actually allowing something to be. So I'm getting something coming in for some of you. This is like having a lot of emotions about something that has happened or that was in the past. And this could be connected to career. I'm getting, this may not be for everybody, but I'm getting something about career path with this too, which life purpose isn't necessarily career, but it can be. I feel like you may have had to really release like a big part of your life. And this may be connected to a career path or a something in your life that gave you direction or purpose. Okay, so sometimes it's not always like a job, but it could even be something like maybe you were caretaking for a family member, or maybe you were babysitting, or maybe you've been in a period of life where you were staying home and taking care of your children, and now you are reaching a point where you're ready to move on from that. You're ready to step into the next stage. Okay, I really feel like with this card, she's about to move into the next stage of life, or she's about to step into a whole new world for herself that's waiting ahead. And this is deep. I feel like whatever has been going on with this change, to allow this change to occur and to come in with this new moon energy, it's been in the works for a while, and it's been really intense. It's been really emotional. It's been something that has really pushed you deep into the soul. You know, Scorpio is a sign of really deep transformation, especially inner transformation. It's associated with death and birth and rebirth cycles. And so with this card popping up as the main overarching theme for this reading, that tells me that you've been doing some soul searching to get here. And with the new moon, I feel like you're finally in this place where you're ready to take the next step. You're ready to move forward, and you're going to be supported in doing that. So I want to move down here and look at some of the other cards that we have. So we have the Queen. I feel like in this reading, this is really about stepping into your power with your life purpose. Even if you're a man who is watching this, so the Queen energy can still be you. I do feel like this is you. So this may be your feminine side. We all have both masculine and feminine qualities. So this may be learning to open up to your more emotional side, or opening up to your more receptive side, where you can allow new things to come in, where you don't have to control life so much, and you're able to sort of relax into this energy and allow this new opportunity, these new changes to come in. This might be something that you were fighting before. So, because I'm definitely feeling a sense of that you had to go through some period of resistance with this. This doesn't feel like it's been an easy process. I feel like there's been resistance or hesitancy. I feel like you're now coming to this place where you're receptive and open. I feel like that's more why this is showing up as the feminine energy. It's you're receptive and you're open now to what needs to change in your life, what needs to come in. And it's so funny that I'm saying that, because even as I'm saying that, right here in her center, I'm seeing the scorpion and the phoenix, okay? So I saw the scorpion and then I saw it quick turn into the phoenix. So this is you rising above this period of difficulty that you've been going through. And know that it takes a lot of bravery and courage to change. It takes a lot of fortitude to face those difficult feelings within us that might be blocking us from moving in a forward direction, or that might be holding us back from greatness, keeping us from really achieving our destiny, our full potential, what we're really meant to be doing. Again, for those of you that this is a career shift or change happening, it could be that you're being asked to surrender to this change and to let something go that you maybe have had as a part of your life for a long time, so that you can move forward into something new. It's interesting, the placement of this disruption card, because I do feel like you're coming from a place of disruption, okay? That you've actually been through some internal disruption. This really feels internal though, up to this point. With the new moon, because you're about to step off your comfort zone and into this new path, I actually feel like the disruption is showing up on the right-hand side here, because it's actually in the future. You have to have the courage and the bravery to step into change and to allow this change to now unfold. You've done the internal work. You've done it, okay, with victory here right in the center of this reading, and you're ready to move forward. You're ready to let go of whatever this was. You're ready to step into the next phase with things. But that is going to mean disruption, which is why your angels are asking you to stay in this space of courage and bravery, and know, with luck right here anchoring this reading, that there's really great things coming in with this. You're going to be lucky with this change. The spirit is supporting this. It's part of your life purpose, and it's connected to what you came here to do. That's why you can't let it go. That's why, even though this has been really hard and it's pushed you into your emotions, you aren't ready to let go of it. You can't walk away. You have to move forward with this. And again, I do feel like there's a feeling of risk with this, of feeling a little bit uncertain or not sure about the change that this might bring in. But know that ultimately this is a good change, and your angels want you to be open to this opportunity. You are going to rise up like the phoenix. You're being transformed within. And with the new moon, that is wrapping, this internal transformation is wrapping up. And it's going to start to manifest as an outward change in your life. So your life, the outer part of your life, the circumstances and situations in your life are now also about to shift forward to reflect this inner healing that you've been doing, this inner soul searching that has brought you to this place of being ready to take the next step. This is a big step. Your guides I keep getting like bold step, bold new step, okay? So it's not something little. This is something really important and big. And it's interesting. So you guys got the red coral, and it's funny because Spirit was very adamant that you guys get this particular crystal today. And red coral is a root chakra or base chakra crystal, and that has to do with stability, foundations, okay? So again, with disruption showing up here, this is a foundational shift and change. This is something really big leaving your life so that you can step into a whole new world, a whole new sphere with whatever this is that you're doing. So let's say, for example, if you're having a career shift, maybe you're not leaving your whole career behind, but maybe you've been in the same job with that career for a really long time, working with the same group of people, maybe working on the same types of projects. And now, like, there's a new opportunity where you're actually going to completely shift gears, and you might end up going either to a new company, or maybe you end up working with a new group of people now, or working on a totally different project, something that you've never maybe done before. this is a total shift and change, all right? If this is more personal, it could be that your entire life feels like it's getting shaken up a bit so that you can actually be spit out onto a whole new path, okay? Sometimes when this kind of deep disruption happens, it shakes us to the core because it doesn't just impact one area of life. This, for you guys, might actually be impacting you in a few different areas. So it could be family, it could be marriage, could be affecting work and values, and really, you know, even moving potentially for some. This is big level change, okay? So know that the new moon energy is going to come in and give you a little bit of luck, a little extra help and support, and bringing in a little courage for you to help you welcome in this new opportunity that is going to open up, all right? So these are your messages, pile 2. I hope that that finds you well and that this is a helpful message to get you sort of through this period and into this new energy, because ultimately this feels really positive and really good for you guys. Take care. Bye. Pile 3, this is your reading. So we have the Unikite. This first card here is your moon card. So since this is a new moon reading, and this is a full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. And then we have Justice, Family, the Frog, which is a cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. Let me just move these up a little bit so you can see them all. Birth and Rebirth, Movement, and then your angel cards, we have Learning Experience and Spiritual Growth. So, whoa, you guys have been going through it. All right, so let me just give me a minute and let's just see what we've got coming in here with this reading for my pile 2s. So I kind of feel similar to, or I'm sorry, this is pile 3. I'm calling you pile 2. So you're actually, it's interesting that I'm calling you pile 2 because this reading is similar in some ways to pile 2, only pile 2's was much more emotional energy coming in and a lot of internal change and shifting. With pile 3, this feels a little bit different, okay? So the vibration of this is a little different. I do feel also, though, that you guys with pile 3 here have been really going through something where you have had to release some really deep baggage or something that maybe was you held really close to you, or that you almost felt like it was a part of you, and it feels like you're having to let it go so that you can move forward and have a fresh beginning. Whatever this change or shift is, though, with this card of full moon in Cancer, letting your fears dissolve, you may have had a fair amount of anxiety or fear about making this change, or if you're not actually choosing this change, because I do get a sense that some of you, this may not be a change that you were choosing. It may have actually happened to you or happened around you. Know that ultimately the scales are going to balance out here for you, that this is happening for your highest good. This is happening to allow things to settle out in a way that puts you ultimately in a better space, okay? For some of you, this may be relating to family. Not only do we have the family card here, but Cancer is a sign that is very connected to the home and to family, all right? So there may be sort of a shift or a change that has happened around family. This is really similar to pile 1. So some of pile 1, you might have also felt pulled to that reading. So if you did, go and watch that one, because some of that might pertain to you as well, if this is resonating. But this feels like, again, this feels like not a chosen change. This feels like a change that was forced upon you, or a change that sort of swept into your life, and you're sort of not sure about it, or you're not sure where this is taking you. And there might even be some bitterness or some resentment about the fact that you even had to make this change at all. I'm also getting a sense of maybe something about this feeling unfair. With the Justice card showing up here, there's a sense of maybe, I actually feel like this is injustice with the frog of like, because the frog is releasing things, it's cleansing, clearing out. And I almost feel like this change that has occurred may have felt unfair or felt like you weren't sure if this was ultimately going to be in your best or highest good. But know that it is. Know that in fact justice is being served and that things are coming into balance. So whatever this is that's been being cleared away, you don't have to be afraid. Like, let your fears dissolve. You don't have to be afraid of this, okay? It is a new beginning. We've got birth and rebirth and movement. So whatever this is that's been going on, even if you didn't choose it, even if it doesn't feel happy right now or doesn't feel like a positive thing, or maybe you just had to, maybe you know it's going to be positive, but you've just had to go through a lot to get there. Please know that with the new moon, things are going to move forward and into a better space finally with this. And that justice, balance, harmony will be restored. It is a new beginning. With birth and rebirth here, there's new energy. And with this down here, learning experience and spiritual growth, part of why I kind of like, whoa, when I saw these is, this means you've been going through a learning lesson, okay? So whatever this experience is, all right, you have to trust spirit and the universe that this was serving your expansion, serving your highest good. Look at all this light billowing out of his heart here, okay? This is also giving me Hermit card vibes. So for those of you who are familiar with tarot, the Hermit card has to do with going within and really delving into our emotions about something, or really entering the heart space, or even just going within our own thoughts and feelings about a situation in order to get either a different perspective on it, or to understand it at a deeper level, to understand our own responses and reactions to whatever it is that's been unfolding or occurring. Learning experiences are not always easy, okay? Sometimes they're really difficult, and I do feel a little difficult energy with this, where you've been taken through something that may have felt unfair in order to help your own expansion and growth. And know that it is serving your growth. This is actually being done for you, even if it has not felt that way, okay? So what the new moon energy is going to do is, I feel like you're going to see it. I'm being pulled right up to her third eye. You're going to see why you had to go through this. You're going to see why this was actually moving you forward and into a better space. And you're going to start to see this harmony and justice being served, things starting to come back into balance, because you were able to release whatever it was from your life or from within yourself that was necessary to bring you into a more balanced place, okay? These kinds of changes, really, they start within us. And sometimes things happen outside of us in our lives that can be tumultuous or can be challenging or difficult, maybe an obstacle that we have to face and overcome and surmount in order to develop us within, to take us into a deeper level of spiritual awareness, spiritual growth, deeper faith, deeper connection to spirit, to God, to source here, okay? So whatever's been going on for you, as challenging or difficult as maybe it has been, know that it's been a lesson that is serving your spiritual expansion. And ultimately that is occurring to allow you to move into calmer waters. Look how still and calm this water is on this card, right? Like everything's tranquil. Everything is calm once again. That's what's being restored here. So you may have had a bumpy ride with this. You may have had to go through some bumps or some difficulties, some challenges on your path that are ultimately helping you let go of something so that your family and you can come into a place of more serenity, of greater peace and calm and happiness. I'm definitely getting healing vibes with this too. So, and it's interesting that the family card is popping in here. I'm asking Spirit to give me a little more information about this particular card. I know for some of you, it could be that whatever this is pertaining to your family situation. You know, for example, if you're going through a divorce, this may have to do with custody, with children, kind of figuring things out, or it could even be maybe you've been trying, maybe you're recently remarried and you're trying to figure out some co-parenting, you know, kind of trying to get things sorted out or get things figured out. That's not going to pertain to everybody. That may only pertain to some of you, but you know, that's not always an easy experience, right? Even though we know that ultimately it's for the best, it can take us through some really difficult challenges as we figure it out. If this isn't that kind of a situation for you, then I really feel like what this card is representing for some of you is coming back to home space within yourself, okay? So it could be resolving some family issues that you've carried with you for a long time or releasing them. It could be coming back into a space of feeling like you have found family, like maybe you have found finally happiness in connection with other people, or come to a place where you've been able to release some things that are allowing you actually to move in a space of having better relationships, having stronger connections to home or stronger connections to other people around you, where, again, I keep hearing found family. So this may not be biological family. This could be that you've learned how to create your own family, either within yourself by really loving yourself more, or through connections to healthier people, by being able to do the healing so that you could come to a place where you could pull in some soul family members where you're going to have happiness and you're going to have more peace. I really feel like this new moon is bringing things into harmony. Look, all the figures on this card are happy. They're holding hands and they're walking off into the sunset, right? It's like moving into a space of feeling like a blessing has occurred, feeling like I'm finally letting go of what has held us back and we're able to have peace. I really get peace vibes here strong with this. And same with this, like calmer waters, coming into a better place. For some of you, I also am getting, Spirit keeps telling me that this may not have happened yet, okay? So some of you, this may be where you're going. So this work that's been happening or this thing that felt unfair, this may be what's coming next. So this may not have shown up yet, and it might not totally make sense for some of you yet, okay? So give it some time, because I think that it will. And if it is that, in fact, what you've been healing is some old family wounds or some old family dynamics, know that with this card showing up here and this peaceful vibe, especially with the movement card underneath, know that this is you moving past it. This is you moving to a better space, not only for yourself, but within your relationships, within your connections, within your life, so that you can just have more peace and feel better. So if you've really been feeling like you've been put through it, or I keep hearing test, okay, so some of you, this was a test, you've been being put through a test. And I kind of get, some of you need to know that. Some of you may be feeling like you've been being like barraged by the universe, almost like you're getting assaulted by the universe, like one thing after the next. I see somebody like sitting, covering their head, and almost they feel like, oh my God, what are you going to throw at me next, Spirit? And know that if that's you, please understand that the universe is not trying to beat you up. They're even if you feel like, oh my God, this is testing my last nerve, please understand that this is a test. This is cleaning house. This is Spirit shaving off things that you cannot take with you if you want peace, if you want to have good things coming in for you with your relationships, with your own family. And it's all been about spiritual growth. This has all been a learning experience. So everything that you've been going through, please see how it has helped you grow within. Take a second look back at it and see that it was really just occurring to help you move forward, to help you move on into more peace. Look how peaceful this person is here. And he's trusting. He's trusting this change that's being worked in his life, all right? And I'm getting like your angels with this card, I get like begging you to please understand we love you. We're trying to help you, okay? We're trying to help you come more into this more peaceful state, this more peaceful place, all right? Trust and have faith and know that we are here guiding you and you will find your way through this, okay? So some of you may be coming out on the other side. Some of you might sort of still be in the midst of this. Wherever you are, know that you are moving into a state of spiritual expansion that will be worth what you have had to go through. And, you know, when Spirit puts us through it, they make it up, okay? They bring in peace, they bring in blessings. We get rewarded on the other side of that, okay? So just know that that is coming. There is peace on its way. There's a positive resolution coming to whatever this situation is. If this is in fact a legal situation, which it could be with justice showing up here, know that when it all comes out in the end, that it leads everyone into a better place. So I'm hearing that, know that there really aren't winners and losers in this, that everybody gets to where they need to go, okay? So everyone's being directed to where they need to go. The angels are overseeing both parties involved if this is a legal situation for you, and that ultimately justice gets served. Everyone gets where they need to be from whatever this decision is that maybe is rendered, okay? So those are your messages, pile 3. Hopefully this information helps you find some peace with what you've been going through, and I wish you guys the best. Take care. Bye.